What's up, everyone? Welcome to SoASix. Just a little disclaimer before we dive in. I'm using AI translation here, so if a few sentences sound funny, don't worry, it's not your speakers. It's just me and my AI. All right, let's roll. You know, every now and then, a game comes along that doesn't just grow, it evolves. And that's exactly what's happening here. From the smallest details on the apron to the massive expansions across the world, every update in World of Airports feels like a new chapter, a step closer to a living, breathing simulation of global aviation. We've seen the handling system transform, new ground services introduced, and airports becoming smarter, deeper, and more alive than ever before. And what's truly amazing is that the developers aren't just adding features. They're building a vision where realism, passion, and creativity all come together to create something truly special. So today, let's take a look at where we are and where this incredible journey is headed next. Wow, this is honestly one of the most exciting updates I've seen in a while. With version 3.3.0, the game just introduced two brand new ground services, Ambulift and Technical Assistance. And let me tell you, these aren't just cosmetic additions, they actually bring a whole new layer of realism to the airport operations. Let's start with the Ambulift. This service is powered by a probability-based algorithm that simulates how many PRM passengers, that's passengers with reduced mobility, arrive or depart on each flight. It's unpredictable, just like in real life. Sometimes it might even affect your ability to meet those tight turnaround times. And I really love that. It forces you to adapt, to manage things dynamically, not just follow a routine. But of course, if things get too chaotic, you can always rely on the deal manager to smooth things out and keep operations running efficiently. Now, the second edition, Technical Assistance, is equally fascinating. Right now, it appears randomly, but the developers already confirmed that in future updates, it will actually be linked to the aircraft's age and maintenance condition. That means older planes or poorly maintained ones might require more technical support on the ground. How cool is that? It's such a smart way to add operational depth without overwhelming players with unnecessary micromanagement. All of this shows just how much attention to detail the dev team is putting into the ground handling experience. Every update feels like a step closer to a living, breathing airport simulation. I honestly can't wait to see how these features evolve, because this is exactly the kind of realism that makes aviation management so addictive. Now this is the kind of feature that completely changes how airports feel in the game. The schedule system was designed to bring real structure and order into how airports operate. And honestly, I can already see it doing exactly that. Everything just feels more alive, more organized, more like a real airport that's constantly in motion. What's even better is how well the community has adapted to it. Players jumped in quickly, sharing tons of great ideas and feedback on the forum, and the developers are actually listening, which makes me even more excited for what's coming next. They've already teased some really promising improvements, more filters to manage your fleet and connections, a reset option for schedules, an expansion of delivery manager abilities, like allowing only scheduled aircraft to land, plus some much-needed UI refinements to make navigation smoother and clearer. And get this, they're even planning to show only the next scheduled inbound aircraft in each stand's queue. That's such a small detail, but it adds so much realism to the management flow. Of course, there's one small hiccup, a bug that can freeze the entire airport and stop operations. But the devs have already confirmed they're working hard on it, and the fix will be rolled out in version 3.3.1. It's reassuring to know it's a top priority, and they're being super transparent about it. And what really stands out to me is this. The developer actually reads the forum regularly. Even if it doesn't always look like they're there, they're paying attention. They're reading our ideas, our feedback, and making the game evolve in the right direction. That's what makes this update so special. It's not just a feature. It's proof that this game is growing with its community. And honestly, I can't wait to see how far this system will go. You know, I think this is one of the most misunderstood features in the game. Generic airports. At first, a lot of people thought it was meant to replace real airports, but actually it's the complete opposite. The idea behind generic airports is to expand the playable world far beyond what would ever be possible with a small development team. The devs have said it from the very beginning. Their goal isn't to build perfect 3D replicas of every airport on Earth. Instead, it's about functional realism, getting the important things right: the runways, the frequencies, the weather, and the airport's position, not necessarily making everything look 100% identical in 3D. And when you think about it, that makes total sense. Because building a fully detailed, real-world airport can take 2 to 3 months for just one. Even with more people, that process doesn't speed up much. Meanwhile, there are thousands of fascinating airports out there that would never make it into the game if they stuck to that approach. That's where generic airports come in. They use shared assets and a unified scene, which means the team can create dozens, even hundreds, of new destinations without making the game heavier. It's such a clever way to balance realism and scalability. And the best part? This system actually makes future updates easier. For example, if they add something like wind-based runway operations, it can instantly apply to every single generic airport. No need to rebuild each one manually. To put it simply, generic airports aren't about less realism. They're about more possibilities, more connections, more destinations, and more room for the world to grow. And don't worry, they're not moving away from real airports either. In fact, 4 new real-world airports are already in development across different continents and scales. So this update isn't a step back, it's a huge leap forward for the entire game. All right, let's talk about what's coming next. And wow, version 3.4.0 is shaping up to be absolutely massive. You've probably already seen the spoiler. Yes, the team is working on Hong Kong International Airport, HKG. And honestly, that alone is huge news. But what's even more interesting is how they're doing it. They're portraying HKG in its under construction phase, which means we'll get to experience the airport as it was being built, but still based on real documentation and layout plans to keep it as realistic as possible. That's such a cool concept. It's not just another airport, it's a piece of aviation history being brought to life. And after that big project, the devs are planning to go back to something smaller and more compact, just to balance things out. I really like that approach. Big, ambitious projects followed by smaller, focused ones. It keeps the updates fresh and dynamic. Now let's talk aircraft, because there's more good stuff coming. They're expanding the B747 family to finally complete it, which is perfect for long-haul lovers like me. And on top of that, they're introducing COMAC aircraft to the lineup, mainly because of the Hong Kong update. It's amazing to see how the fleet diversity just keeps growing. But that's not all. The long-awaited account linking system is finally almost here. This has been one of the most requested features ever, and it'll make managing your progress across devices so much easier. And yes, we're also getting a custom time and weather system for airports. Players have been asking for this forever, and now it's finally happening. Imagine setting your own weather conditions, choosing the perfect lighting, and watching your airport come alive exactly the way you want it to. So yeah, version 3.4.0 isn't just another update, it's a milestone. New airports, new aircraft, new systems, and most importantly, a huge leap forward for the game's realism and flexibility. I honestly can't wait to see it in action. Now this is where things start to get really exciting. The addition of AmbuLift and technical assistance didn't just expand the handling system, it literally opened a Pandora's box of new possibilities. And because of that, the developers realized something big. It was time to completely rewrite the ground service logic from the ground up. Why? Because they want to give us a system that's more flexible, more dynamic, and so much closer to what actually happens on a real airport ramp. Soon, players will be able to use different types of ground vehicles: pushback trucks, GPUs, ACUs, loaders, all depending on the aircraft type in the situation. The handling logic itself will become interdependent, reacting to details like how many service doors an aircraft has, or what kind of gate it's parked at, whether it's a jet bridge or a remote stand. That's next-level realism right there. And that's not all. Ground handling will now be split into two distinct phases, unloading and loading, with a variable delay in between, just like in real operations. Some aircraft will have a lightning-fast turnaround, while others will stay parked longer, depending on their flight type or contract requirements. You'll even see crew disembarkation and boarding, making rotations feel genuinely alive. All of this means one thing. The apron is about to feel more realistic than ever before. There'll be new crew animations, natural turnaround delays, and a sense of rhythm and motion that truly brings the airport to life. But the evolution doesn't stop there. Airports themselves are getting deeper operational logic. Aircraft will now park at dedicated stands during longer layovers, waiting for their next flight. FOD inspections are being expanded, so ramp agents can actually find issues that lead to stand cleaning or even maintenance tasks. And yes, runway maintenance is coming too. Rubber removal, winter plowing, and more, each requiring its own specialized equipment. Every one of these tasks adds more vehicles, more realism, and a totally rewritten handling system to make it all work seamlessly. So no, the team isn't slowing down. In fact, they're just getting started. Now this part right here is what really gets me excited, the long-term pipeline, because it shows just how much thought and ambition the developers are putting into the future of the game. They've confirmed that they're gradually reworking taxiway layouts across existing airports. The goal? To prepare them for multi-directional operations and shared stands. Two features that are going to completely transform how traffic flows on the apron. And honestly, that's huge. It means smarter routing, more realistic ground traffic, and way less repetition in how planes move and park. At the same time, some airports are getting a graphical overhaul, especially those that have changed in real life since their first release. That kind of attention to detail really shows how committed the dev team is to keeping the world fresh and authentic. But the next part might be my favorite. They're working on a brand new aircraft customization system. This isn't just about paint or color. It's a complete rework that'll allow deeper personalization and much more flexibility in the future. Of course, it's a big project. Every aircraft model in the game has to be reworked from the ground up. So yes, it'll take time, but it's absolutely worth it. Because once it's done, we'll finally have a system built for creativity and individuality. And that's not all. There's a whole lineup of long-term projects still in motion. We're talking business jets, a brand new cargo system, alliances, a revamped demand system, and even new events that'll keep gameplay dynamic and unpredictable. So when you look at the bigger picture, it's clear. This isn't just about new airports or aircraft. It's about building an evolving world that keeps growing, improving, and surprising us with every update. The long-term future of this game looks brighter than ever. And honestly, I can't wait to see how far it'll go. Now this is where things get really interesting, because the team isn't just focused on expanding world of airports. They're actually thinking beyond it. By the end of this year, they're planning to release a side project called Scrap IT, a small, casual game that's already close to completion. And what makes that exciting is that it's been developed alongside World of Airports. It's not a replacement. It's more like a creative side branch, something fresh and different, showing how far the team's ideas can reach beyond airport management alone. I'm really curious to see what kind of gameplay it'll bring. Maybe something more laid back, yet still built with that same attention to detail we've come to expect from them. But here's the part that truly caught my attention. They've also started working on an entirely new project, one that goes back to the roots of civil aviation. And yes, it will even include a completely new version of airport PRG as part of it. That's such a powerful idea, returning to where it all began, but reimagining it with everything they've learned over the years. It feels like we're witnessing the start of a new chapter, one where the devs aren't just maintaining a great game, but building a whole new world of aviation experiences. So while World of Airports continues to evolve, Scrappy T and this upcoming project promise to take us even further, exploring aviation from new angles, new stories, and new possibilities. Honestly, if this is the direction they're heading, I can't wait to see what's next. What's happening with World of Airports right now isn't just another update cycle, it's the foundation of something bigger. We're seeing a team that's not afraid to rethink systems, rebuild from the ground up, and push the limits of what an airport simulator can be. From new services and dynamic schedules to the future of aircraft customization and beyond, every change feels intentional, thoughtful, and exciting. And now, with Scrap It on the horizon and a new aviation project already taking shape, it's clear that this is just the beginning. The world of aviation gaming is expanding, and we're right here, witnessing it unfold. So buckle up, because the runway ahead looks brighter than ever, and the journey is only just beginning.